Hello, Holocaust students. Just doing a quick check-in. I wanted to do a video announcement regarding the journals that you guys are doing as we work through material. And those of you that had me in sociology, pretty similar to the approach we took in that class. And again, pardon my poor video production skills and the glare on my glasses. I'll figure that out at some point. Most of the assignments that you guys are going to do in the Holocaust class are going to be in the form of the journal entries. There'll be some other assignments along the way. We're going to do some document-based assignments, some 3-2-1 activities, things like that. The SIT, surprised and interesting, troubling, surprised and interesting questions, maybe based on some videos or readings. May do a current event or two along the way, maybe do a discussion board along the way or two. But the main thing is going to be the journals. And each journal is going to be worth 10 points, like they were in sociology, and it's a completion assignment. You give me adequate production in the journal, you get the 10 points. If not, don't get the points. Basically, I'm looking at a paragraph, hopefully a well-developed paragraph, but maybe a brief one in some cases. What I'm really looking for is depth of thought, analysis, some critical thinking going on, and some reflection of your understanding of the content. So that's what I'm looking for in those. And you either get the points or you don't. If you don't get the points, you can go back and revise those. You can update them. And in fact, I encourage you to do that along the way, even if you got the points. And the main reason for that is because the final in the course will be a journal portfolio. And what will happen there, like happened in sociology, for those of you that were with me, is that you will, by the end of the course, have completed X number of journals. I'm not sure what that's going to be. And you will choose Y number of journals to put into your final journal portfolio. You can just do each journal as a separate Google or Word doc. I think that's the easiest way to do it, and submit those individually. And then when you get to the portfolio final assignment, you can just put them all into one doc, copy and paste those into one doc. And for instance, this is hypothetical, but let's say we do 16 journals in the class, and you'll choose, say, 6 that you think represent your best work. And you'll copy and paste those, put them in your portfolio, and then those will get critically graded using a rubric. And I'll try to get that rubric out to you before the final so you can see what I'm looking for in those journals. So that's how that works. So if you have a journal that doesn't feel all that motivating to you, and you just don't, you got enough to get the 10 points, but just didn't feel like it was your best work, that's okay, because you're going to have other opportunities where hopefully you'll do better on some of the other journals, and those are the ones you can choose to include in that portfolio. And like I said, you can go back and edit your journals. Maybe as we go along, you have additional thoughts, so you think, hey, I could go back and put that into the journal about the universe of obligation and update that. I'm okay with that, and that's what I'd like you to do. That's continued progress. So that's kind of the general idea on those. And like I said, anybody can go back and revise and update, even if you've gotten the 10 points. And why you might want to do that is so that you can beef them up for use in your final portfolio. Now, your journals are personal. Journal is something that is personal. It's yours. But I will see those. And so if you are doing something, writing something that you don't want me to read, and I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try to switch this so I can see, you can see me and my screen. I think it worked. What you can do in your journal, and I'm in a Google Doc here, you can do the same thing with a Word doc, is you just type your journal entry. So here I go. I teach because I like to make students' lives miserable. And those of you who've had me know that's my joke. That's really not the case. But I say that when you moan and say, Mr. Stone, and then I say, hey, what I teach, and you say, well, I like to make your lives miserable. And you're like, you're doing a good job of it. I teach because I want to help you guys, those of you that haven't had me. More about that later. So I type that up. And I go on and I say, this gives me great joy. And so, I got to put it's possessive to make Mr. Nuremberg happy. And so I teach because, and then what I can do is just highlight that part about making your lives miserable. I can find the highlight color and I can make it black. And it goes what? And I promise that I will not tamper with that. I will not undo it or read it. And in fact, you can save it so that I can't. And you leave the rest in. And so you can redact out, that's what that's called, redact out the parts you don't want me to read, but leave enough so that I have a sense of where you're going. Can't redact out the whole thing or redact out everything but 2 words. But you can redact out things that you may be personal and you don't want to share with me. Also remember, your journals are personal, and if you're like, I don't care if he reads it. Remember, I do have obligations, even in this situation, maybe even more so in the situation we're in. And if there are things that you share, I'm a mandated reporter, that are of a personal nature, I have a responsibility to report those to the proper officials. So please be cautious about that. Not to say that I don't want to, I mean, I hope those things aren't happening. I hope there's nothing that is where I might need to do that. But if you share, just be aware that if you share something of that nature, I will be required to report it. And I want you to feel comfortable because hopefully if anybody is in a situation like that, I want to help. And that's the reason I would do that. I'm on your side. I want to help you guys. Hopefully you're all comfortable sharing with all of us in middle college. But just be aware. You got to be cautious about what you share with me because I'm going to do it out of the desire to help you. Just understand that in the journals. Looking at my notes here. I like the journals. This is an idea I picked up from the organization Facing History in Ourselves, especially for Holocaust class. I think it's a great way to learn, to make it personal, to make connections, to get good insights. Hopefully you guys find it enjoyable. And hopefully you make great connections. And I know you're going to do great work. You guys that were in sociology, I saw some great journals there. I liked it. So this will be the bulk of our work. Again, we'll have some other types of assignments. But I just want to make you aware that as you do the journals, that you will be at the end collecting them into that portfolio. So you at least want to have half to a little less than half of your journals which you feel are of good enough quality that you could put in that final journal portfolio to get the good grade. So don't be doing just jump through the hoop on all of them. So if you guys have questions, you can Canvas message me or you can email me. I'm hoping to work on getting Zoom set up so I can do some Zoom conferencing on an individual basis if people would like that. I'm going to go ahead and try to get my screen. A little tricky here. There we go. Back to full screen. So I'm sure there's other things. I'm going to make a bigger announcement for all my classes. I told you last week I was going to do that and didn't get to it. Even though we're teaching from home, life is full, and I'm sure it is for you guys too. Maybe more, maybe even fuller. So not getting to everything I want, but I'll try to make a bigger announcement just about the nature of classes as a whole and my approach. But I just wanted specifically to get this up for this class so you'd understand what was going on with those journals. Again, if you have any questions, email me or you can Canvas message me and I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours, hopefully sooner than that. While I'm working through the day, generally I am working between about 10 and 4 pretty consistently. I take a few breaks here and there, and then I'm on a little bit in the evenings doing some things, and sometimes a little earlier, kind of sharing resources in the house with my wife and kids. So I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I'm looking forward to some great work from you guys, and we will continue to move on. So I'll talk to everybody later. Take care. Be safe. Have a good day.